It's very, very simple. I'm going to teach you wholesale real estate in under 10 minutes, right? Wholesale real estate, it's very, very simple. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's really Rhonda. It's on the screen. Let's jump into it, right? Wholesale real estate is one of the easiest things you can do to get into the real estate game. No license, no money, no experience, no prior knowledge, and let's do it, right? So first things first, how to find a property. You're going to be looking for old and abandoned homes, right? Bandos, trap houses. The ugliest house on the block is what you want to look for, okay? You're not looking for the pretty house. You're not looking for the house with the real estate sign in the yard. You are looking for the bando. You're looking for the trap. You're looking for the burn down. You're looking for the horrible house on the block. First thing you're going to do is take down the address, and you're going to snap a picture. You want a picture of the property and you want the address, right? When you get home, you're going to contact the owner by skip tracing. There's tons of sites, and I'm going to give you some of those sites at the end on how to find out who the owner of the property is. This is a free site, so you're going to be able to put the address in there. It's going to pull up the owners. You're going to be able to contact the owner. Hey, Mr. Jones, I see that you have this property on 1234 Main Street. It's abandoned, it's torn down, it's burnt down. By chance, are you looking to sell it, right? Mr. Jones is going to tell you, hey, yes, I am, or no, I'm not. If Mr. Jones says yes, you're going to set up an appointment with the seller to view the inside of the property. Just because you've seen the outside doesn't mean anything. You need to get inside the property and assess what's going on. Now, I understand you may or may not be a contractor. You may not know anything about homes or anything like that, and that's okay. Get in there, take pictures, get videos, and I'm going to show you what to do with those, right? So based off what you've seen, the condition of the house, the repair estimates, and the pricing of other properties in the area, you're going to make Mr. Jones an offer, okay? Make Mr. Jones an offer. Now you're saying, okay, well, how do I sell the property? You're going to get an agreement signed with you and Mr. Jones. Hey, Mr. Jones, I'm going to buy your property for $1,000 in the next 30 days, right? The next 30 days, Mr. Jones says, okay, he signs it, you sign it. You have 30 days to sell Mr. Jones' property and to bring him back $1,000 because that's what you guys agreed on. Now, if you don't sell the house, nothing happens. Nothing happens. You just lose the contract, which is fine. Now, Mr. Jones didn't care about the house anyway, so he probably won't mind if you don't close in 30 days. He may extend the contract. He may tell you, hey, no worries, I'm not working with anybody else. Take your time, okay? That's why we're looking for the abandoned houses, the trap houses, the bandos, right? Promote the house for sale online. You can make banners, posters. You can go on Facebook, Craigslist. You can tell your friends and family. You can do whatever you need to do to get this property sold. Now, let's just say we're going to sell the property at $2,000 and we're going to give the buyer only 10 days. Because remember, Mr. Jones only wants $1,000. You're going to need less than 30 days because you got to bring that money to Mr. Jones in 30 days. So I'm going to tell my buyer, I want $2,000 and I can only give you 10 days to make this happen. So that way you're not running into the end of the contract with Mr. Jones, right? So you make sure all the documents and everything are sent to your local title company. You're going to send the buyer contract. You're going to send the seller contract to the title company of your choice. You can research it, Google it. Title companies are all over the place. They understand an assignment. They understand wholesale real estate. They understand investment, right? If they don't, that is not the title company for you. Now, the title company, they do all the work. They take care of Mr. Jones and the buyer. They take care of taxes. They take care of ownership, paperwork, keys, money. They do everything. You don't do anything after that, right? The buyer and you both agree on the price. You let the title company do everything, right? You've done your job. You were the middleman. You did your portion. The title company deals with the seller and buyer. Once the money has been exchanged and the keys have been exchanged, the title company is going to call you and tell you, hey, your $1,000 profit is ready for pickup, or we can wire it to you, right? You can pick it up or wire it to you. It just depends on the title company. Every title company is different. Some states, you have to actually go through an attorney. So make sure you do the research for your state, okay? Last, right? You're probably saying, okay, cool, Rhonda, I got that. But how does everybody make money? The seller doesn't care about the home. Because if Mr. Jones cared about the house, it wouldn't be torn down. It wouldn't look like it does. It wouldn't be, neglected. So obviously there's two things. Mr. Jones, one, doesn't care about the property, or two, Mr. Jones doesn't have the money to get the property up and running to making sure that it looks like everybody else's house, right? You've done your research. You've done the work. You're the middleman. You found the buyer. You found the seller. That's how you get paid. All you're doing is you're building the relationships. You're the bridge between Mr. Jones and the buyer. Now, the buyer had found Mr. Jones on his own, then of course he could have gotten the home for $1,000, but you found Mr. Jones, so you're going to get paid for the middleman work. Buyer knows that what the repair costs are. The buyer understands the profit that can be made. Now, understand, Mr. Jones sold it for $1,000. You sold it for $2,000, but I guarantee you the buyer is going to go in there, fix up the house, do all the work, and he's probably going to go and sell it for $20,000, $30,000, because he can go in there with his team. He understands costs. He understands repairs. He understands what the house next door is selling for. So he's going to go in there and he's going to make the bigger money. Now, you want to build relationships in this business. You don't want to be greedy. Yes, we know we can sell the house for $20,000, but if you try to sell this house for $15,000, nobody's going to touch it, because there still has to be repairs. Someone has to take on the risk of how long the house is going to sit on the market. So you don't want to be greedy. You want to leave enough money on the table for everybody, for Mr. Jones, for you, and for the buyer to make some money. And that's how you're going to be able to scale up and add more properties. What you can do is get more people on your team. You can have 5 people, 6 people all looking for houses. If someone finds a property, you guys can split that profit, right? Or you can have people, Uber drivers, UPS drivers, people who are out and about all the time, pay them a commission. Hey, if I sell this house, I'm going to pay you $500 for finding it. They don't know the inner workings. They don't know what you have going on. All they know is they're sending you an address and a picture. If that property sells, I will pay you $500. If it doesn't sell, cool. All you did was take a picture of a house. Okay? So that is wholesale real estate in under 10 minutes, right? Under 10 minutes. I told you guys I was going to make it simple. I was going to make it easy. Here are a few resources I want to put on the screen for you. Pause the video, write these down, screenshot it. True People Search. True People Search is going to be how you're going to skip trace and find your owners. Zillow and Craigslist are going to be how you can look up properties or how you can sell properties. PropStream. This is huge. This is how you're going to know what the houses in the area are selling for. This is how you're going to find the owners of the property. PropStream has a 7-day free trial only by clicking the link in the description. If you go to PropStream and you try to do it, you're not going to get a free trial. Make sure you do it in the description below. It's going to give you a free trial so you can test it out. After that, it's $97 a month. But if you're making thousands of dollars, $97 won't bother you. Google Sheets is going to help you stay organized. It's going to help you put all your names and your phone numbers and who you talk to and when you talk to them. It's just an easy way to keep yourself organized. And then last but not least, it's going to be my 6 Steps to Wholesale Real Estate Master Course. Inside of that course, you're going to get access to me. You're going to get access to my contracts. You're going to get access to my tips, my tricks, my community for $199, one-time payment, lifetime access. And all you have to do is click that link in the description below, get access, and I'll see you on the inside. Let's sell some properties.